know another one I used to play a long time ago. It used to scare George. Don't tell him that. But yeah, it was Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, I used to play that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
I know, wasn't it, with the bones and it gave you chills when you were playing the game. It
was pretty creepy.
It was good.
Definitely a creepy game.
Oh yeah. Now, well, actually, Tony was flying this morning. He's going to be one of my instructors here too. He has this thing called Oculus Rift. Have you tried that yet?
I haven't tried it. I've heard of it.
Tried it. I'm telling you, it's just like sitting in here.
Really?
The only thing is, I like to see down the road, is if they can get gloves that, you know, you can electronically do what you're doing right here. And because right now you're kind of like outside the thing, messing with the controls. But it's awkward. But I'll tell you, if you did like a turn around a point, whatever, it looks exactly like you're looking now. It's so cool.
So it's just like a flying game?
Well, it's for any. You play a horror game. You want to play the new games they're going to be coming out with? This Oculus Rift one. Look it up later on.
Okay, I will.
Oculus Rift.
Like a virtual reality.
It is. I mean, and the headset's getting a little lighter. The graphics are getting better. It's like anything. Remember, well, you don't remember that far back, but when the Microsoft, the simulators came out, Microsoft wasn't even doing them at the time. Who was doing them, who invented was Bruce Artwick. He designed, he was in Meigs Field, which is gone now, and he designed Sublogic, was the name of his company. And he developed the first simulators, and the Microsoft type. So Microsoft down the road bought that from him. Of course, they ran with it through a whole bunch of series. And now Lockheed Martin bought it from Microsoft, and now they're going to make it more, I guess, better. I don't know, more graphics or more challenges and things in there.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, you're kidding me? I love that. I had that stuff when I was younger. That's great. Now altitude, we're going down lower and lower and lower, but that's okay. We got to watch. There's the airfield right there. See it?
Yeah, I see it.
That dirty looking spot there?
Yeah. So
we're going to call again. About 5 miles out, I usually call them and tell them. I wanted to throw this out. Actually, I get the window open. I'm not going to throw it out there. I just want the crumbs to get out of here. There you go. You hold that window open now. Was it getting too noisy for you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what happened the other day?
What?
The kid that got sick?
Yeah.
We were in the other plane. I was trying to get him to get his face towards the back of the window. He didn't make it.
Oh, what happened? You threw up everywhere?
Oh, he had no clue. It was just terrible.
Oh my God.
It was such a big mess.
Was it like a really bad day?
I said to my wife, I said, that's it. I'm carrying a hefty cinch sack from now on. I think there's one back in here somewhere too. See that plastic bag? That's why it's there. When I first started as a CFI, I used to always carry a hefty cinch sack. But I never had to use it, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. There you go. So it's close enough. There you go.
Yeah.
Our Trapper Cherokee 883 on November is about 7 miles to the southeast. Be coming in straight in runway 32, touch and go at Orange. Fuel pump on, mixture rich. Get ready for landing kind of thing. Now I don't want to get too low out here. So see how you keep getting lower?
Oh yeah.
So we don't want to do that just yet. We kind of want to. It's always better if you're too high that you have to come down to a runway, because there's no way you're going to ever go up to it if you lose an engine. That's just not going to ever happen. Now you see the runway in front of us?
Yes, I do.
There you go. So remember, we want to get that shape, so we kind of a little lower to the left there, see it?
Yeah.
So we want to fix that. There you go. Just keep looking at that runway. Until it looks even, then we turn onto it. I guess I can throw this back there now. I just want to throw the crumbs back there. Probably going to have to vacuum anyway. Okay, right frequency, nobody's talking, we look good. So we're just going to aim right to that. See it? It's coming up. Start turning when you're ready. And then we can start making set up. Do we want flaps? Do we don't want flaps? Yeah. So we got to figure out all this stuff as we're thinking about it. And over time, you just, it becomes so natural. You just know what to do, as you say. It's like driving a car. It's really almost no different, except we're three-dimensional. Good. So now keep that straight. Now start bringing that power back a little bit.
A little bit of rain over there.
Okay, and keep it straight. Winds might be from this direction.
Yep, it looks it.
Okay. Now, slowing down, we make sure we can put the flaps. So give me one notch of flaps. There you go. We want to slow down a little more though. We want to be way
Where's
down.
1 notch?
Just pull it up until it clicks. Don't push the button. See it? Let it go. No, that's 2 clicks.
Oh.
That's good right there. So now it's going to help us.
55 Delta at 3,300 feet westbound, about 5 miles to the east of Orange. We'll overfly airspace just south of the field.
Not airspace.
To
Behead. These guys crack me up.
Orange traffic, Cherokees of the Garden VOR maneuvering. VOR low approach over 3.
I want to put a little.
Hold on.
6 miles to the east, Orange.
Our traffic Cherokee 883 in November is on a short final touch and go. We're going to be departing to the south after touch and go at Orange. See, so we all just told everybody what we're doing out here. He's doing that, and, you know, and that's it. So here we are, we're landing. So if somebody was over here going to the south, they might want to look for us.
Are you a little low?
I don't know, what you tell me?
I think so.
You're the boss. I'm just going to sit here. You hit the trees, oh well. You're in the simulator. You can't simulate death. Or can you? I don't know. That looks good. Here we go. Look at you. All right. Now get that nose down. Don't speed up though. Slow down more than anything. Not too slow. Now give me 1 more notch of flaps. Pull it up without pushing the button. See it? There you go. There's your click. Now that looks good. A little fast, but we're good. We're going to go touch and go anyway. Okay, now bring the power back nice and slow. Now you see these arrows? We don't land on those. That's called display threshold. But we can aim at them. And the reason I would aim at them because as I start to flare out, see the trees here? We don't want the trees. That's why those arrows are there, so we can kind of go and not scare the horses down there. See? So right now I'm aiming at the 3rd arrow right here. See, very fast. Let's bring the power all the way back. And now hold this up. See, don't be in such a hurry to land it. Let it keep floating. Remember, we can't land on this anyway, so that all that little drag we got there is going to be almost perfect to get that sucker right on the number. Look at that, huh? Now let's get it over here. Okay, now flaps, drop the flaps. Hurry up. Quick. I'm just kidding. And pull, push power. Okay, steer in the center. Remember, it's with your feet, not your hands. Hold power. Get that nose right down the center. So just like that. Okay, now the airspeed's enough. Bring the nose up. Don't hit the birds. Bring her up. Up. There you go, like that. There you go.
Yay!
Good. Because you don't want to take off with flaps. 10 degrees, and this one here is actually 2 notches flaps to a short field. But you wouldn't want to take off in that condition.
Why? I thought you always take off with 10-degree flaps.
Nope. No. Some airplanes you do. It depends on the manufacturer.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So when the PPA here was about here, so when we get up around 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet, give me a turn and we're going to fly down up over the Quabbin.
Quabbin, cool.
Yep. And what I have on that top, so 56, 7, is that 1? I don't know. Can I get that book back there, that blue book? There you go. So it's a 556, and where are we at now? Hold on a minute. Where am I looking now? Different planes, 5, 6. What is that? Is that a 7?
What are you looking at?
It is, right? I think it's 5, 6, 7. Really? That was an hour already? No way. 5, 6. Yeah, I guess it was, huh? Time flies, never fun. Alright, so head up this way to the left. Thank you. Okay, we're going to head to the south, which is in this direction. Looking for traffic all the time. Especially you get really busy days when everybody and his brother's out flying airplanes. Yeah, you know, a lot of people, sometimes they just don't use their head. There you go. Just turn us in that direction right over to Quabbin. There you go. Keep turning. Turn. Remember this song?
Yeah.
See right here, so if that ball's in the center and your wing is on there, that is actually called a standard rate turn. And with the ball, remember the ball is the tail of the plane.
Yeah.
So the tail should be coordinated, and that's why they call that turn coordinator.
Low approach.
Because as you're turning, you're coordinating the turn.
It barely seemed like we use it.
Oh, you use it. You'll see. If you're doing like slips and stuff, I'm not using it. Why? Because I'm going to be opposite. I'm going to be like this here. See how the ball's over to the left?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're on the exam and you're doing certain maneuvers, the examiner's looking at that and see. So you're doing a turn around a point. I won't do it because I don't want to get your sister all like that here. But he's looking to see, is that thing coordinated? You know, everything is looking good.
2,400 feet.
Okay, now, remember I was telling you about the VORs building roads in the air?
Yep.
All right, so if I put this frequency in here, this is for a VOR that's kind of about 12 miles to the southeast of the airport, 3BO. Okay, so if I take this off of here and I make that a VOR, let me get that off there. Okay. And it's a VOR now, so I'm looking for, I know the radio going through it, that bird, I know the radio going through it is the 329 radio, but I want to go to it. See, that's a from indication.
From, yeah.
So remember that word I used, what did I say was TIS, I call it, right? Let me set this up there. So TISS, using a VOR, and all the VORs, it's a station on the ground that's allowing me to electronically make roads in the sky. Kind of like these GPSs let me do that. But a lot of people didn't know the VOR does the same thing. It's just hard to visualize because you don't actually see it.
Right.
But what we're going to do, if I tuned it in, I identify it, I want to hear the Morse code. Now, I know a little Morse code, so if I hear it, I know that's it. But if you didn't know it, you'd have to look it up on something, okay? So I'm going to go on nav 1, right here, push this in here. I'm going to turn this up. I'm going to hear da-da-da-dit-da-da. See? So that just told me that that VOR is working. So now, tuned it in, identify it. I'm setting it, this one here, to the radio. Well, where is this radio? Well, the only way I'm going to know where that really is, right now it looks like it's over there, doesn't it? It's not. So what you do is you turn to that heading. So right now, if you turn, let's say to 150 on the heading to match that, now there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that the radio's out over this way.
Yeah, it's that way.
So now if I want to intercept it, I'm going to say, well, what do I want to intercept it by? I don't know. The greatest I can do is 90 degrees. So let's try 90 degrees. Let's turn about 240. Let's kind of hold that over here, about 240 on the heading. We're going to level off about 3,500 feet. There you go. The wings ready. Go. Okay. So now, remember I said the basic things we do is learn to fly straight and level?
Yep.
So again, I'm at 3,500 feet. I got my power set where I want it to be. Everything's looking good. Fuel pump off, I don't need that up here. And I trim it, make sure everything's all set. Now, if we're above 5,000 feet, I might pull that mixture back a little bit. Okay? So, about 240, 250 on the head, and that's good. Now hold that for a while. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that VOR in the GPS so you can actually see what I'm talking about, where you're looking to go to. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to look for PUT. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to hit direct enter, and I am going to show you on the map here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on OBS. I'm going to set that to 149. If I can get that there. There you go.
And our traffic Cherokee is about 4 miles to the east.
So there's the VOR right here. So I'm going to get on this radio as we get into it. That's going to start to come into the center. When it does, I turn to that heading, plus or minus the wind, and it's a road. I just made a road to take me. Guess what? Guess what it goes over? Southbridge Airport. Okay. Well,
very cool.
I mean, yeah, but that was then. But now, today, I can just put Southbridge Airport and go right to it. So, you know, I'm just trying to show you how this stuff works.
And you said people still use VOR quite a bit.
Absolutely. Now, remember, we want to stay at 3,500. Yee-haw, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, bring that power back a little bit here. There you go. Okay, so let's kind of hold this heading for a little bit. And keep an eye on it. You can see that's at 100 miles. That's quite a ways away. There you go. It's not that far away. And then bring this back up. I think around 23. No great rush here.
Jeffrey traffic, experimental is joining the upwind for 3-4. Jeffrey.
Springfield area traffic, Cape Air Twin Cessnas transitioning 3 miles south of the field to the southeast at 5,000 3,500.
Okay, it's going to start coming in a little bit. Keep going though. Now what we do, if I know it's starting to move in, well, I don't need 90 now, so let's look at that. Here's 45. That's about 200. So turn to 200. Now I'm going to enter it kind of like an on-ramp when you're going on a highway. That's it. There you go. Try to keep that. Like, you know what it is? You're holding that wheel too tight. That's what it is. See it? So what you want to do is, you see how I'm doing this? Barely touching the wheel at all. Remember I said it doesn't take much pressure to hold that.
I know, it's hard. It seems to naturally grip.
Yeah, well, you get over that after a while, because I'll keep yelling at you. Get your hand. You hurt my arm. Oh. Give me a cramp. There you go. Now let's try to pitch it for level flight. And if it's too much pressure, we just trim it out, that's all. There you go, so one heading at one altitude. Say about 35 is fine, so we'll go back up a little bit. And you work on that, and that's the things you work on. You're flying a machine, and you get more precise as you go along, and that's, you know, it's learning. I would tell you what I did my son. My son was growing up. You can hear me now. He was riding a bike and he had the trainer wheels on it, yeah? And every so often what I started doing was bringing the wheels up just a little tiny bit. And eventually, he was riding one day, didn't even know it, and the wheels were up. He didn't see it and he was riding a bike. So this is kind of like training wheels too. What you do is you're learning how to do certain things. Okay, you're not perfect, so what? But how do you get perfect? You keep practicing, right? And that's what you got to do. Now when you get your license, I know it sounds very cliche, but they say it's your license to learn. Once you get your license, you will actually learn more if you fly enough anyway. You know, a lot of people get their license and they disappear, which that's kind of stupid.
Huh. That's weird.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Alright, so remember we were at 200, right? So try to maintain heading at least. We'll work on the altitude as we go. Keep the hand relaxed. The airplane knows what to do if you give it the right information, like a computer. Garbage in, garbage out, is that what they say? Okay, so roll that nose level. Nice intercept. See, it's about 45-degree intercept. Good. Now as it gets closer, that's more centered. So now...
Traffic.
Oh, don't hit him. Where is it?
Right there.
Okay, wave to him. Hey, what's up? Okay, and he sees us, you do this, you rock your wings as well.
Oh, that's like an acknowledgement?
Hey, you can do that, sure. Okay, so now we're getting on to a little closer. So we were at 200, 10, 20. So I'm going to turn to about 170 on the heading. And I just keep doing that. Down the road, when you get your instrument flying, you go that far, you're going to see very precise flying is required. And then when you get your commercial, before you get your CFI, even more so. So these maneuvers you're doing now, these are nothing compared to what you're going to be doing down the road, but they're actually cool maneuvers, they really are. Okay? And now we're riding the rail, pretty much to Southbridge. So right now, as soon as we get on there, I'm going to punch in Southbridge direct, and you're going to see it's going to be pretty much the same line.
That's what river is that? Is that?
Not a river. That's a reservoir.
Oh, we're still over Quabbin?
That's the Quabbin.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
It's 14 miles long from one end to the other. Nautical miles.
We're overflying the field at 3,000.
I don't know if you know the story. There were towns there one time and pretty much said, okay, pack your bags, get out. We're going to dump water on you here. That's kind of what they did. There you go. Now keep trying to move over so we can get that right in the center.
Okay.
And now you're so close, it's easier to work it. See, and this will actually show you.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that cool? So what do you think, Liz?
Roger that. Glider will be looking for you. We're a little bit above you. I'm going to swing a little to the north.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Did she tell you she's going to be a CFI? We're already working on it, right? Look at the rain out there. Check it out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice flight, Mac.
A Unicom Cherokee 56125, 7 miles.
If this goes over, I think we have 1.1 hours left. I think something like that. If it goes over, then you're basically a regular student.
Oh, nice.
You graduated.
Yay.
Alright, so we're pretty much on it. So I'm going to look for Southbridge Airport. So I'm going to turn this to airports. And I'm going to look down see if it's in here, which is, what is Southbridge? What's the identifier?
Oh God,
No, it's not, oh God. You can't punch that in there, it doesn't work.
I forgot.
3 Bravo 0.
3 VO.
149, 240. Now watch, direct, enter, enter, and watch what the line's going to do. See? Pretty much the way you're going, okay? On head. Remember, you're going this way, 150. Because now you're on the highway, and this highway is going to take you back to the airport. So that's 23 miles away, 24, whatever. Now we're going to basically just be like on a highway, flying in the air. That's how jets get around. Before, you know, GPS came along, these were very useful, believe me. They have other kind of ways of navigating, but nothing that the normal pilot would afford. But then the Army started working with GPS stuff, and of course it trickles down, and here we are. We have it on our iPhones, we have it everywhere. I got little maps to show you. Here's one on my phone. It's actually literally a free map. Yeah, that stuff, man. And it's right here. It's called Avair. Alright, and I can go right to the map, and you literally see us on the map here. Hold on a second, let me